Hey guys, Typical Dave here, just playing Transport Fever, and I'm going to show you how to get all 5 gold medals in the Great Depression mission, which is part of the America campaign. You just want to click Start Mission, close the box, click on the first question mark, run the risk, close the box, go to the oil rig, click the question mark and close the box. That'll unlock the goods delivery request. In here we want to grab the bulldozer, bulldoze the train station, and we're going to knock out any track. Like so. Once done, you want to grab road, you want the small country road, and we're going to extend this road around, up here, swing it around, and we're just going to run it to the town just here. So, and connect. We're also going to do a truck stop just here. Swing it around, grab the road, and this one we're going to join up, and we want to follow the water around, and we're going to connect this one to the town just here. Around and connect. We want to build another truck station. You want to drop it in just here. You want another small country road. Connect it up. Run it across just here. We want to run a road straight across. And this connects just sort of in the middle somewhere. Gonna need a depot. And you want to put the depot right up here. In this town just here, you want to grab the road again. And we want to extend this road off and connect it up so that this comes straight through the center of the town. Just down here, I like to curl this around, and we'll run this road up as well and connect it just like so. We're going to need some more truck stations. Just here where their refinery is, I'm going to drop one here and one up above it. We're going to need passengers, we need bus stop. You want to open up the grid. I like to plonk it just on this road because we want as much blue as possible. And up here, we want to put it here just before the intersection. In this town, I like to put it just before the intersection as well. In this one, I like to put it just after this bend so the vehicles come down and around the bend. And then all the way up to here, just here. So the vehicles will come in, loop around, and then head back. Gonna open up this by road vehicles. Right, I'm gonna grab 10. Move this to here. You want to set line, new line. That stop right here. It's important to get the stops in the right order. To here. This line is going to have oil and fuel. And we don't want to change anything here. You want to buy another 10 vehicles. Set line, new line. Just the bottom one. And we're going to go to the 3 towns to the right. 2 and 3 towns. We'd like to fully load at the harbour, and this is going to be goods 1. We want to grab another 10 vehicles. We want to set the line, new line. You want that one right here, and to the 2 towns to the left. We want to fully load at the harbour, and we're going to call this line goods 2. Now that's done, you want to triple time it, so you can leave this open, close that, go to triple time, and what we're going to do is these 2 lines here, we're going to keep heaps and heaps of vehicles going here. You can see why I built this. It's to separate the vehicles into all 3 lanes that we need them in, and when the traffic banks up, we're not going to block any other line. And it's very important to build it like this, because if the vehicles get on the wrong one, for example, these here would all park up, and these ones, if they had to come this way, just get stuck behind them, and this would have nothing. We're trying to get this, the goods, to max out at 400, and this place will never upgrade. It will be 400 the entire game. The reason we want to keep it pegged is one of the gold medals is import at least 6,000 goods. So 400 a year, it's going to take 15 years, assuming we can keep it perfect. And we only have 25 years in the game, which is more than enough. So just set these on goods 2. And what I'm going to do is just fast forward now. I'm going to continuously put vehicles onto each line as needed until we get the goods delivered unlocked. Okay, I've just delivered the 40 goods. So now I've unlocked the offshore oil rig. So what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly just buy 10 more vehicles, set them on the first line. The line 2, as you can see, the vehicles are already coming back. So it's just line 1 we need to keep an eye on. What I'm going to do is grab a ship yard and put it like so. Buy ships, oil. I'm going to grab 7, 6, 7. Set line, new line. I'm going to send them between the two, so between the harbour and just here. And the drilling rig, we want to leave it like so. Do not change it to full load just yet, but we'll do that later. Oil ship. Close this. And that's all looking good. We can close that. And once again, we're just going to sit here and keep an eye on this until the vehicles start making their way back. They shouldn't be too far off now. Oh yeah, here they are. They're starting to make their way back. So I'll skip forward until I finish doing that. Okay, as you can see, the vehicles are all starting to come back in. So what I'm going to do is just grab another 10. Set line. So you can see up to 200 vehicles. Whack them on the line. We don't need this anymore. What we're going to start doing is connecting to the oil. I always make way from the left and around to the right. So what we're going to do is just here, you want to build a truck station, drop it down, and while we're here, we need a depot. Going to click the question mark, drill for $3 million. Open up this, buy road vehicles, and I'm going to build 10. You want to set the line, new line, between here and the one that's in the front of the refinery, and we want a full load, and we're going to just leave it called line 1. Close this, and close that. There's another one just here. What we're going to do is just connect it via road, small country road, and we're just going to connect it straight to the edge of the town here, like so. Need a truck station, stick it just here, and just put a depot in just here. Buy road vehicles, let's get 10. Unlock this for $3 million. We want to set line, new line, between here and the one opposite again. We'd like to fully load. We now have these two connected. We'll go to these two. Exactly the same thing. Might as well drill it. We need a truck station. Just drop it in front. We need a depot. I'm going to buy road vehicles, get 10. Set line, new line. Between here and full load. Right now, sometimes you have enough money, sometimes you don't, just depending on how you built roads, whether it's slightly more expensive or slightly cheaper. But what we want to do is now connect this one, the edge of Dallas. So small country road, Gonna run it up. And we're just aiming for a little bit of a road just there. The small little sections, the ground is actually quite wavy and it's expensive to build big long straights. So curl it around and connect it up. Need a depot and a station, and we're a bit short on money with 3 million to unlock and about $500,000 for vehicles. I like to get to about 5 mil, 4.5, 5 mil, and then I'll do it then. So there's not much else to do. You just want to stay on triple time, and just as you get more money, we're going to slowly connect every single one up. So I'll wait here. Okay, got about 4.5 million. What we're going to do is drill now. Close the box. If it gives us the option to take out a loan, you can if you want. It'll give you 16 million, but you don't need it. So I like to just close it. What we're going to do is just go into here, buy road vehicles. I'm going to grab 10. You want to set the line, new line, just between this one, and once again the same one at the front here. And you want to fully load. And now there's not much to do, we're just going to keep waiting for money. The only line that might need some extra vehicles is this oil fuel line, as the ships slowly start to bring in more and more oil. They're only bringing in 12 at the moment. The reason I build 7 is that equals a perfectly spaced out ship line, and the more frequent you can get the ships, the faster this oil rig will upgrade its production to the point where all 7 ships are continuously completely full, and it won't take very long at all. And that's also why we don't tell it to full load, because if we tell it to full load, it drops our time, so the frequency. At the moment, our frequency should be pretty good, 3 minutes. You should see every line now is slowly starting to make a good profit. These should get up into the millions, and these lines sometimes make money, sometimes lose, it doesn't really matter. We just need a trickle of oil coming in. We need 5,000 oil, but the ships will make oil so fast you'll easily get that in time. So what I'm going to do is, I can see this line is keeping up, but it is starting to get slightly busier. We're going to whack another 10. So we'll get 10 more. Set line on the oil and fuel. Now we've done that, all we have to do is just wait for our money to come in. We want to wait until we've got around 5 million, and we're going to connect up another oil well. Okay, we just come out to 5 million. So what we're going to do is this one here. We're going to run the country road just basically straight across to here. The road's actually floating in the air, so the first stretch is a little expensive, but then it's not too bad. Especially if you just build all these little short sections of road, and we'll just make our way across. So we'll zoom out a bit and make it easier. Like so. Almost there. Like so. Now down here, want to drill it out. Go into here, truck station, then drop it in. Just find somewhere the cheapest. And we need a road depot. In the road depot, I'm going to grab 10 vehicles, like so. Set line, new line. 1, 2, and we would like them to fully load. These 4 here, a bit of a pain in the butt to connect up, but that's alright. Bridges are really expensive, so it's definitely better to run a road straight up from here. So I go out to grab a country road, and just slowly as your money comes in, we're going to connect them all up. Start a bit closer to the hill, because as you can see, it's really hilly. If you start here, you can pretty much just follow this black line straight up, and it's going to be a lot cheaper for you. So, like so. And once you're on the hill, it doesn't matter if you have to zigzag the road a little. You just want to sort of follow the contour the best you can. Like so. Around. Sometimes I wish the roads would auto follow the contour. Definitely make things a lot easier, but that's okay. It's part of the challenge, I guess. So what we'll do is we're going to curve it around. We're basically heading for this one. We can go across the flat plane here. Too expensive. Like so. And this one here, we need to connect up as well. So bring the road out, and you just want to run it almost straight across. Like so. We're going to connect this one up next. So you want to curve it around, and you will notice there's actually a dip just straight through here. That's the cheapest spot to build. If you go here, it's too steep and it will cut into the side of the hill, and that's really expensive. And even though we're starting to make money quite fast, there's no point wasting money where we don't need to. Gonna come up here like so. And just around here, you need it to cut in a bit, because this one's buried half in the ground. This one here, same thing. We're going to follow up to here. This one's down on the flats, so we want to get down onto these flats. Just wait for the game to save. And run this up. Slowly make our way down. And now we can just build almost in a straight line straight to it. It's all about just saving money. You've got plenty of time to kill, because just unlocking them all, it's going to cost $12 million, plus the cost of the vehicles. 10 vehicles is about $500,000, so you need 2 million in vehicles, plus building construction costs. So you need a good 15 million or so, maybe even 16 million to unlock these final 4. So while we're waiting though, there's nothing stopping us getting all the depots and vehicles ready. So we'll drop a depot at each one, like so. Swing this one around. Connect one to this one. And then we need a truck stop at every one. This one's a bit tricky, don't forget it's in a hole, and if you try and connect it up, it's super expensive. You're better off putting it up the hill a bit. As long as that's still highlighted, it's all good. Truck station here. Truck station just here. And one more just up here. Done. We got enough money to unlock one. So I usually start with the furthest one. Drill. Buy road vehicles. Grab 10. Set line, new line. 1. And the same spot as all the others right here. And would like to fully load. We want to have a look here, make sure the oil and fuel line is keeping up. It looks like the ship's starting to bring quite a bit more oil down now. So what we're going to do is we're going to whack some more vehicles on. So this time we're going to go 20. Like so. set line, oil fill, and that should be all you need. You shouldn't need more than 40, otherwise it starts jamming up too much. If we're not moving enough goods, which is possible a bit later on, we'll actually upgrade the vehicles because a better vehicle will be out by then. Let's just have a look over here. This is starting to come in quite fast. Let's have a look. 91, so he was almost full. This should start. What happens here is it will build up really fast, stop, build up really fast, stop. What I'm actually going to do is now change the ships to fully load at the drill rig. Because it's coming out fast enough, and then that's now going to make it come out even faster. So we'll just leave this for a sec. Come back to here, make sure the vehicles are all out, they're all starting to spread out. And this is where the clear advantage of having 3 separate bays is really obvious. You get a few passenger vehicles coming through, which is alright because they usually take this road and not many vehicles travel through there, or it doesn't really cause a problem. Just have a look, you can see the ship waiting. Here we are, so you can see how fast the oil is coming in, and that should stay pretty much like that now because we've had enough ships and we've got it leveled up enough, even though we can't actually see what level the oil rig actually is. We got another 3 million, so let's just buy another one now. Drill. We don't have enough money for the vehicles, but that won't take long at all. We can definitely get ready, buy road vehicles. So we need about 500,000, not quite 500,000, but we'll start buying. Done. On a set line, new line, 1 and 2, and we would like to fully load. We're just waiting for some more money to come in, and we're going to slam these 2 as well as soon as we can. Okay, we're coming up to 3.5 mil, so we can drill this. Go in here, buy road vehicles, get the truck, and you're going to grab 10. Set line, new line, 1, 2, and we would like to fully load. We've only got 1 more left, so what we're going to do is just sit back again and wait till we have about 3.5 mil. Okay, got enough money, so what we're going to do is drill this one. Open up the depot, buy road vehicles, get the truck, let's grab 10. So set line, new line, between here and down here, and we'd like to fully load, and that should get us a gold medal now because we have all 9 lines done. You can see here every single one says drilled, apart from this one says empty because we've completely pumped it dry. Leave the vehicles going there because when it's empty it will still keep producing oil, it's just a lot slower. So as you see 20, but we only have 10 vehicles, so that doesn't matter. Here's our first gold medal. Very shortly we should hopefully get the 6,000 goods transferred. We've got to make sure we don't have more than 75 million, which isn't a problem. I usually find I spend it well and truly before I ever hit near 75 mil. Finished before 1955, so we've still got about 12 years left, and the best route. So we need a train to do the trip in under 5 minutes, and that's between here, and that's passengers it's talking about. What we can start doing is just getting it all ready, though we definitely do not have enough money. So you want a passenger station, open this up so you can see, and I like to just poke it in through just here to try and get as much green highlighted, especially this dark green stuff. You want a high speed rail, and we just want to point it that way, ready to go. Down here we're going to do the exact same thing. So we need a passenger train. This one's going to go just here. We want to punch it through just here. If you can, try and only knock one building down. If it's too fiddly, just look for whatever's cheapest. So probably just here. This rail, we might be able to afford it. We want to jump it across just here. Now it's going to cost 7 million. But sometimes it's cheaper because it's got such a big slope. Build the track so it's going downhill. And then jump it across. And see, now it's only 4 million to go to there. And then we'll cut into the hill coming up. There should be, that rock there is my guide. I always aim for to be just here, like so. Because the cheapest part to drive the tunnel, I find, is from here to, on the other side here, you see a few little marks in that. You can get it through just over here somewhere. And you want to zoom in and see that the track is actually coming out. And it is. So it's 2.79, we can afford it, so let's build it. Make sure it definitely connected, and it did. And now this track, we need to continue it on, and we want to go just around here. So just little short sections. If it helps, you can turn the contour map on, but as long as you're sort of heading in this direction, you're pretty much fine, because we need to build the track as straight as possible anyway. Because we need to get it in under 5 minutes. Even though the mission will say 6 minutes, we want the gold medal being extra fast. Like so. Come around here. And cut across here. And just here, we need to start looking where we want to build the bridge. Once again, if you just build it from the top to the top, you're looking about 5 mil. But even if you can just shave the slightest little bit off, you can save yourself quite a lot of money. As we don't have enough money yet, what I'm going to do is build the track from this side and start heading over there. So lots of small sections. Like so. Jump across here. Getting a bit closer. And stop just around here somewhere. While we're waiting for our money to build up, let's turn this into a dual track. So you want to split it off like so. And we're just going to follow this one all the way around. So we're just going to come down here. I've made a mistake here. If it won't connect, that's alright. Just grab your bulldozer. It happens sometimes. And done. So I'm going to just keep going. Like so. And connect it up. This side we're going to do the exact same thing. So just run this up. And we're going to connect it. Just run parallel all the way down until we get to where the tunnel is, because we're not going to be able to afford to bore the tunnel through just yet. But we can see what it's going to cost. Oh, we're up to 5 million, we might be able to afford it. So it's complaining about the terrain alignment. So where's it complaining? Just here because of the slope. That's okay. What we're going to do is just do it in small sections until we can get to the point where it's not happy. So it's definitely connected. So we'll stop it here. So it's the road that it's not happy about here. So we can go into roads, small country road. Oh sorry, train track. Run a bit of track here. Small country road. Run this up and across. We can now grab the bulldozer and get rid of the road from here. And then that should allow us to connect the track. Let's just keep going. Alright, it's fixed all the problems, so everything's happy now. Let's just keep going. Run that across here. I'm going to split this off and then connect it. Let's go have a look, see if we've got enough money for this end. So I'm going to go to here. Let's try the cheapest spot I can. That'll have to do. So as soon as I have 4.88 million done, it's going to cut in a bit, but that's okay. Run this around, and we're just going to connect it up. And now I'm going to swing around and run it back. As you can see, we just got the 6,000 goods. So all we're waiting on is oil now, which should get faster and faster. So we'll run this around, jump this across. So we need 2.46 million. That shouldn't take long, so what I'm going to do is just wait until we got that. Okay, I've got enough money, so click yes. And we want to just connect this last bit of track up, like so. Now I'm going to go to one of the ends and start placing lights, just pass signals, like so. One on the very outside. They don't have to be too far apart. So let's just go like so. Like so. Right before the tunnel. There should be a break here. Sometimes this section's underground, depending on how you've built it. But that's okay. If it is, you can still put lights. You're just going to have to fiddle around trying to get them underground. Like so. And just here. Now we've done all the lights. I'm going to come down to this end. And on this bend, we're just going to run the track out. Like so. And drop a depot. Like so. Now we've got that done. All we're doing is waiting for this fuel export. The ships should be coming quite frequently, and they should all be fully loaded. So here's plenty of oil making its way down. Every now and again I notice something happens where the oil isn't loading properly, but it usually fixes itself after a short amount of time. The ships just queue funny, but that's okay. Right, all we're going to do now is just sit here and fast forward and just wait for all this fuel to be exported. And there's quite a lot of oil and fuel here, so as soon as we can, let's just have a look. Alright, the better vehicles are here. The only vehicles we want to upgrade is the oil fuel line. So oil fuel, we want to open up the line, replacement. We need one that can carry oil and fuel. Okay, replace now. And 5.43 million, yes. These train vehicles can hold almost twice as much oil and they're twice as fast. So that should fix that problem without causing any more congestion. So now it's just a matter of waiting for the 5,000 oil. Sometimes when I'm here, I notice a lot of fuel starts diverting. Instead of going into here, into the harbour to be exported, it gets sent to all the towns, and it gets all drunk up by all the industrial areas. So, as you can see, if that is a problem, it is always a little bit, but sometimes it will spike a bit. I've got tons of time, so I'm not too worried. If you are, you can open up the line, replace all the vehicles, just with the exact same vehicle, except this time, we'll make them all goods only. What we can do is replace, it shouldn't cost too much, so 2.86 million. And we'll do the same on this line as well. Replacement, into here, goods, okay, and replace now, 4.8, that's alright. And what that will do is make all the fuel go into here, and make this exported fuel count up that little bit faster. Okay, we just finished doing the 5,000 worth of fuel exported. So now what it wants us to do is passengers with an average time of less than 6 minutes, but to get the gold medal you need 5 minutes, and a frequency of 180 seconds or less. So what we're going to do is come to our new line that we just recently built. I'm going to buy a train, go multiple units, to grab this one, 177. What you're going to do is just grab one to start with. You want to set line, new line, between here, skip, and the other stop, like so. You do not want a full load, you don't want to do anything. What we can do is see this train's left, it's on its way. Give it a head start. You want to buy a train, multiple units, and buy. You only need 4, but depending on how you built the track, you might only need 3, you might need 5. The first train will definitely tell you how many you need. So what I'm going to do is just wait for this to open. Hurry up. As soon as he crosses that bridge, what we're going to do is set this one on its way. I just like to space them out, because there's absolutely no reason for them to slow down. You don't want them to catch up with each other. You don't want them to do anything. So we don't need that. We can just close the ships. Wait for him to get up to here. And we're going to fast forward it. As soon as that first train reaches the other end, we should get our gold medal for doing it in under 5 minutes. The train should only take about 3 minutes or so to do it. Done. So here's our gold medal. We're doing it in under 5 minutes. We can see in here, it reckons it took 5 minutes, but that's because we've got 2 trains on the track. So we can go set it on its way. And as soon as he's on his way, as soon as he gets up here near the bridge, we'll set the last one. So off he goes, and we should finish this mission pretty much within the next year or so. As soon as we do 5 trips and we get the frequency down to 180. You can actually work out how many trains you need based on the journey time. Oh, the train's actually coming. So what I'm going to do is I'll get him started now. That's okay if he's going to stop for a little bit. So 300 seconds, that means 2 trains should do it in 150 seconds. Because we're going to be doing the trips double. That means 4 trains should do it in 75 seconds. And since we only need to get the frequency down to under 180, that should be piece of piss as soon as we get a few stops in and that frequency is averaged out correctly. As you can see, that frequency time is dropping quite fast every time a train stops and registers a new time. And there we go. So as you can see, we've got all 5 gold medals. Alright, thanks for watching my walkthrough, guys. I hope you found it helpful and I hope to see you around soon. Thank you.